Hey guys, it's Jenny. I'm here to tell you guys about expectations for The Voice auditions. I auditioned for The Voice this year, 2014, in Rosemont, Illinois. The process goes like this. I registered, I think, sometime in November. It's online at nbcthevoice.com. And they have you put your name, your number, email address, and things like that so that they can contact you. Then they end up giving you a date and time. You can pick what you want to do, either 7 in the morning or 2 p.m. I picked 2 p.m. because I hate mornings. For those of you who are going to do it in the future in Chicago, it was at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center. I had never been there before, and I got super nervous as soon as we pulled up to that place. I was like, oh my gosh, we're here. So you go inside, and there's like all the signs saying The Voice, like leading you, telling you where to go, and then we ended up going to this big lobby. They had a coat check where you can leave your coat and stuff if you want. There was bathrooms and things like that. You can bring your friends and family with you there. On the piece of paper I think that they give you to print out, you have to print out a pass and take your ID to go into the auditions. It says friends and family will not be allowed to enter, so do not bring them, but they're able to go in the building. But there's like this big section in the back of the room with all these chairs where your friends and family can sit. They don't like follow you anywhere. They just sit in the back of the room and you're going through all these lines. If you're a minor, they let, I think it's just one parent, they let go with you into the room where you actually audition, so your mom or your dad can like hear you and watch you perform. They had us go into this room, you show them your pass. It was this huge room with like rows with like those ropes or whatever, and they had like these big lines. Everybody's just going in lines, and there's like this section. There's 2 ropes on each side, and they have you stand in 3 lines, and they check your pass, and then they send you to another line in the same big room. And then you're in line there in these big rows just all jumbled up together, and then there's a person sitting like at a little table, and they check your pass again. They have you sign the consent forms and things like that, and then they'll sent you to another little lady, and she scanned your pass for you, and they give you a wristband. And then they send you to another little section with all these chairs, and they have you like sit in rows. And there's like a few bathrooms like everywhere in this big room, so if you need to use a bathroom, like you can go get out of the line real quick and go to the bathroom. They start calling one by one each row of people to leave that big room finally after hours of waiting and go to a different room where you sit in another big bunch of chairs. And then from there was a girl and a guy like directing everybody like where to sit, where to go, blah blah blah. You have your phone with you if you want. You can take pictures and videos, but they don't allow you to take pictures and videos in the actual room when you're actually auditioning. They don't want that. This lady that was like directing us was telling everybody who's auditioning to raise their hand, minus the parents, don't raise their hand. And she said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of you, you know you're going in next. And then they send you to a hallway, and you're passing up all these like lines of 10 people that are going to go into different rooms, and you stand in your line and you wait by the room that you're going to audition in for those 10 people that are in there auditioning to come out. And then it's your turn to go in with your line. When you're waiting in the hallway, they have like this big jug of water and a bunch of little cups for you to drink. It's cold. It's not room temperature, by the way. You can hear a bunch of people in the rooms like, wah, like singing and stuff. You can hear people auditioning. It's really nerve-wracking. My audition time was 2 o'clock, like I said. I think we got there at like 11:30. By the time I got to that room where I was supposed to go into auditioning, it was like literally 2 o'clock on the dot. So I'm glad that I got there on time, because I actually got to start auditioning when I thought I was supposed to be auditioning. From what I hear, the X Factor, American Idol, and things like that is like all day process, like hours and hours of waiting in line. This was a lot easier process. It was only a few hours of waiting. It didn't take that long. So anyways, I started auditioning at 2 o'clock, and you walk in and you see there's one judge, and he's sitting in the back of the room in his one little table, and there's 5 chairs diagonal like this right here, and 5 chairs right here. And in the middle of those chairs, there's a little line right here of tape where you are supposed to stand when you audition. So you sit down, he's like talking and chatting. We had a really nice guy. His name was Anthony. Hi Anthony, if you're watching this. He called you up one at a time and you stand at the line, and he told us, start with your strongest point of your song. It could be the chorus, it could be the verse, it could be the second verse, the bridge, whatever. If I raise my hand, I just need you to stop right away. I was the second one to go up. Everybody in my room was really good. They all had amazing voices. When I went up, I did my song What Now by Rihanna, and he looked at me and he was like, do you know Skyscraper by Demi Lovato? And in my head I'm like, yes, I love that song. So he had me sing Skyscraper. I started it off, I don't know, you can take every, he's like, no, like raise it up. So I started higher, you can take every, and he had me sing up to the end of the chorus. So like they might randomly ask you to sing a song that they think they like for your voice or whatever, so be prepared. One lady, he asked what she was singing, and she was singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and right away he was like, do you have anything else? And she told him it's a different rendition. So he said, yeah, go ahead. And it was really pretty. He let her finish singing it, and then he said, do you have anything else to sing? Because you will never hear somebody singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow on The Voice, which is true. But that's leading to my point of, when you go into this, you're gonna want to have current popular songs that fit your genre ready to sing. They don't want you singing old stuff. And he just wanted to hear something else because it's an old song. Like, they want to hear new, current, modern pop, hip hop, whatever stuff. So that's just a tip. I would suggest you guys to do new songs. And then after all of this, he said, if I don't call your name, it's not because you didn't do good or anything. We're just looking for a specific style, look, and type of person for this season of The Voice. Because keep in mind, they are casting for a music show. They're not really just looking for talent. If you sing really good, sometimes they really don't even care. They just want you to like look the part, act the part, and be good for TV and a show and this and that. And then he said my name and 3 other girls' names to stay. So 2 of those girls that he asked to stay, he said, I'm gonna need you to come up and give me your current phone number, and if I don't give you a call back by 9:00 p.m. tonight, then it's a no for this time. And then they left the room, and then me and the other girl were still there, and he looked at me, he's like, and he had me stand at the line, and he was like, do you know like Heart Attack by Demi Lovato or whatever? And I guess he could really tell that I'm like a Demi Lovato kind of type genre. I like her music a lot. I don't know. He kept asking me to sing Demi Lovato. But one of the things that happen, if you forget your lyrics, like it kind of like throws them off. Like you can't remember your lyrics. That's not a good thing. They really don't like when you forget your words. I know the song, but I wasn't positively sure on the lyrics because I hadn't been practicing it or anything, and I just didn't want to mess up and blow it. So I asked him if my other song that I had prepared for my auditions was okay to do, and it was Still Into You by Paramore. And he was like, you sound like you're a pop singer and you wanted to get up there and sing and everything, but you were holding yourself back or something. That's what he said to me. So I asked him if Still Into You by Paramore was okay to do, and he's like, yeah, go ahead. So I did it, since it has kind of like the high cool notes in the beginning or whatever. And then he said thank you, and he was like, I need you to update your phone number and make sure that this is right and blah blah blah. So I gave him my phone number and he was done with me. And then he called up the other girl, and I didn't have a chance to listen to her audition, which I wish I could have. Yeah, I mean, it's a good sign. I think if they see something in you that's like pop or new or what they want for the show, they ask you to like sing other songs, they say that that's a good sign. So I was really happy that I actually got to sing Skyscraper, which is one of my favorite songs, and I got to sing my 2 songs that I had picked out for my audition. My one regret, like, he asked me to sing Heart Attack by Demi Lovato, and I love Demi Lovato, and I love that song, and I wish I would have just sang that song, because after I left the room, I was like going through the song in my head. I'm like, oh my god, I knew the lyrics. I could have just sang it. That's what he asked me to sing, and I should have just did it, but I just went ahead and I did my song. Still like in the kind of genre that I want to be, but I wish I would have just winged it and did Heart Attack by Demi Lovato. Maybe he would have, I mean, been happier or whatever. so I never got a call back that night. And I've heard of people getting callbacks like 3 to 4 days later. That's like today. But it's just been a really big dream of mine, and it was really nerve-wracking, like pulling up to the place. But honestly, a lot of people were like, oh, this waiting is killing me. They're kind of waiting and just sitting there and calming myself down and everything through the whole process kind of got my nerves better. Now I know exactly how the process goes if I were to do it again. I'm gonna try to think of anything else that I might have missed out. You can't take water with you. They let you take water. No instruments, like I said. If you get a callback, they let you use instruments and instrumentals, but not for the first audition. And stick in your genre. If you like singing country and you're good at singing country and you want to be a country singer, sing a country song. Don't go in there singing Mariah Carey and Christina Aguilera, because it's just not gonna, no, they just don't want that. Oh, dress. For these auditions, they don't want somebody going in there that already knows 100% what they're doing. They want somebody that they can make look good on the show and make it look like the show made you into this better person or made you a better singer, which also means they don't want somebody with the most spectacular voice already. They want somebody that can grow. So my suggestion, be yourself, dress like you would like if you were going out on a date to go karaoke singing. Like, what would you wear in front of people, but not like all out there. Like, just look natural, look yourself, but be comfortable. If it's cold, dress warm. Or if anything, if you want to stand out a little bit, which is good, wear a statement piece. If you like big headbands, wear your big headband, but like a lot of people were in jeans and yoga pants and things like that. Every once in a while there's some people with like little mini dresses and nothing underneath and these tiny little cowgirl boots, and it was like below 0 outside. Like, that's just crazy. They know how the weather is. Like, they're gonna be like, girl, it's freezing, put some clothes on. So if it's cold or if it's hot, dress for the occasion. Wear a statement piece that says something about you and something about your genre and your style of music and what you want to be. Like, I just wore like a simple gray shirt that had long sleeves, and I wore my cheetah jeans. They were just comfy jeans, but they were cheetah print, and then I wore just gray little flats that matched my shirt. So like, I wore a statement piece that showed my style, my personality, but not too much. And I didn't go, my hair was pretty much like this. My makeup, I was actually wearing a lot less makeup than this. I was just natural, and yeah, I didn't make it, but I've done a lot of research on that, and that's what they say that they want. Or somebody in a green Barney costume. Like, really, you're gonna come dress up like Barney? But you never know. It was a nice experience. I have no regrets. My only regret is not singing Heart Attack by Demi Lovato. I wish I would have just done it. But it was fun, and it's definitely something I won't ever forget. And I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, being myself. I have the band with my boyfriend and my friend. We're called Abandoned City, and we make covers with original raps in there, and I'm the lead singer. We write original songs, and we're just constantly like doing something new and fun with that. So maybe one day they'll regret not keeping me on The Voice. A band in city, but one word. Abandoned City. If you know what I mean. Anyways, we have an original song called Hero. That's me singing it. If you want to go give it a listen and thumbs up and like it and share it and comment or whatever, subscribe to our channel for more music. We have covers of Imagine Dragons, Skyscraper by Demi Lovato, and we have another original song called Dreamer's Prayer with our very first music video that we've ever made. So yeah, we're rough around the edges, but we're thriving. Go give it a listen. Tell me what you think. I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions or need suggestions for what to do if you're gonna audition in the future, I will reply because I know how annoying it is for you to be like, what do I do when this happens? And nobody answers you. And it's a really big deal. So if you have any questions or comments, just let me know down below, and I will be glad to help you. Have a good day, guys. Go check out my other page, Abandoned City, And good luck to everybody trying out and everybody in the music business who's trying to make it. Maybe I'll see you on the other side someday. Bye, guys.